Hi, welcome back to Tips for You, and we are going to finish this eye that we started. The most important thing you should always remember, do not apply mascara until you've used your curler. Your eyelash curler is an extremely important tool. It shapes your eyelashes, makes them look long and beautiful, and you're going to use it twice. This one's Maybelline. That's all. Just over-the-counter Maybelline eyelash curler. And you're going to grab at the lash line. You're going to grab your lashes. You're going to push it towards the back of your eyelid, and you're going to press. Okay? Don't squeeze too hard. No need to do that. Hold it there for a second and release. You look at it, and you should do it one more time. So grab those eyelashes, squeeze, release. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to put our mascara on. I've used this since I was probably about 14 years old. It's Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline in Very Black. And I like the blackest blacks because I think it makes your lashes just look the sexiest. Okay, and this is the washable kind. It's not the waterproof kind. Waterproof is very harsh on the lashes and you lose lashes with them. So unless it's imperative that you have mascara on when you go swimming or to the beach, use the washable kind. You'll be glad you did. It washes off clean with soap and water. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the bottom lashes. And we're going to apply it along the bottom. Okay, nice. And you want to put one coat. And then we're going to go to the top. And you want to tip your mirror down because you want to be looking down like this. It gives you a lot of working space for your upper lashes. Okay? Look how easy that goes on. You're going to have to make sure that you take your time. Okay, and you separate all the clumps. Now use the side of the brush. I want you to do the sides. Okay. And go like this, curl them up, then use the side of the brush to fan them out. That gets all the clumps out. Okay? And don't worry about dipping it in again. You usually have enough mascara. Now take your fingernail and just separate any of the lashes that stick together. You want them as separate as possible. And you usually only need one dip into the mascara. That's it. Now, while I was doing the top lashes, the bottom lashes have dried a bit, so I can actually add on another elongating coat right from the middle of the lash to the tips. That is what makes them real long. You go from the middle of the lashes to the tips, and you'll go back up to the top. Okay, now look at how long, and again, focus on those outer lashes. Remember I Dream of Jeannie? She had those pretty lashes on the corner that really showed out. And that's it for the mascara. Can you see? Now, one last thing, and you may or may not want to do, but you have to be very careful not to put too much. The black eye pencil that we used initially in the beginning on the top lid just a little bit, you can go underneath at the lash line, underneath the bottom lashes, but I only want you to dot it a tiny bit. I don't want a big heavy line because you get that raccoon look where you've got the dark lines around your eyes. You don't want that, so you just go right underneath and you just very gently, and you want to wait till your eyelashes are dry enough, okay? Because mine are still a little bit wet here, and I moved them, but that's okay. And so you have a little bit of a dark line, but it's not an obvious dark line. See what I mean? It's just it just gives you more of a definition around your eyes, and you don't want too heavy under there. And then of course, this is perfect if you're going out all day. Even if you go exercise, it's not going to smear and run. The last thing that we do, then when we're all done, we put our blush on. Okay, we take a look at what we look like. We just concentrate a little bit. This is Clinique. Again, Clinique powder blush. in New Clover, which is what I chose because it matches more of the cool tones that I wear. And I just put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks when I smile. See how I just kind of make my cheeks smile a little bit? And then I put a little dot on my forehead, a little dot on my chin. I'm really concentrating more on the cheeks. That's it for the blush. I don't make hard, hollow lines or anything. I want it to look natural, like I was just outside in the cold, and I've got the red cheeks. Then we'll take our lipstick, and I wear, most of the time, I usually wear the L'Oreal lip colors. Okay, it's the color Rich, and it's the moisture one because I like it, and it keeps my lips moist. And we apply that because we're done with our look, and I just chose the neutral pink shade for today. But depending on what you're wearing, if you're wearing a red turtleneck or something red, you want to match your lip color to something that you're wearing so that it goes nicely. Sometimes I put a little bit of the Sea Flower, which is a brighter purpley pink over that. And you can mix shades if you like to do that. And I like to just add a little. Alone, this is too heavy. But on top of that mauve color that I just showed you, it's perfect. Like I said, match your lipstick to your outfit. And lots of times that's a nice idea. Now, if I was wearing, say, red, I would wear a red lipstick. And I would probably not choose the green for my eyes. I would maybe choose a brown color. Use a brown pencil. And then maybe a very shimmery, frosty, maybe whitish color or very light tan for the inner set on the inside of the eye. So let's just go over the products one more time so you remember. First, we started out with a clean, washed face like you saw me in the beginning of the video. I had just washed my face, no makeup on, and just a little bit of moisturizer around my eyes and around my mouth area, which gets dry in the wintertime. And I used the oil of Olay. I like that daytime one. And then we went and we applied our Clinique Stay True makeup, which is a foundation. And like I said, you dab a little on your hand and you mix it with a little water to thinning it out. And that way it's not so heavy and cakey, and you just apply it only on the areas where you need to minimize any blemishes, or you want to cover pores, or you want to just smooth out your skin. You don't need it all over your face. Follow that with your transparent powder. I like the bronze. I also use Clinique. I'm using a wide brush. Don't forget your neck. You can use a different powder for that, cheaper powder. And then you start on your eyes. Okay, so I hope you like the look. And you see that the eyes look big and bright and pretty and ready for the day and not heavy. And it's a great look for any time you want to go. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was helpful for you. I'd love your comments. Anything you'd like to tell me, perhaps you try it and let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe because I've got lots more great tips coming, great videos coming, great ideas I've got to share with you, money-saving tips. Like I said, I use, in my makeups, Maybelline and CoverGirl. Find the colors that you like. They work perfectly. It's all in the technique that you apply, and having the foundation powder on your face first before you put it on your eyes helps set the eye makeup that you use. So, again, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye now.